psychologist Laurie Peake and her collaborators found that disaster losses tend to be distributed along the familiar lines of race, ethnicity, gender, social class, and age. Public and private sector preparedness for disasters often reproduces and creates further inequalities in disaster response and recovery through the unequal allocation of resources. Experiences like this can contribute to an experience of intense bonding, or what trauma psychologist Rob Gordon calls social fusion, as people collectively respond to their most pressing needs together. For these reasons, community-led recovery is increasingly recognised as best practice in the emergency management sector in Australia. Community-led recovery is a strengths-based and collaborative approach to recovery that empowers individuals, families, and the community to actively participate in their own recovery and is guided by the community's priorities. However, in my research, I have found that artistic programs that are underpinned by strong community engagement processes can stimulate community-led recovery. By encouraging social connection and strengthening social capital, these projects build resilience in disaster-affected communities. Focus group participants explained that by embracing their role in community recovery early on, Fabric made their site familiar to locals as a place that you could go and get help from. One participant saying this made her feel more visible to those in the community that hadn't lost their homes. She also said that it was probably the first of those activities that, quote, kind of had that message of hope or that message of moving on, that one day you would have a wall to put it on. Quite a few of my interview participants talked about how the arts can help people see that there's a life beyond the fires and start to be able to imagine what that might look like. That argument that the social capital that's built through these kinds of projects is something that extends far beyond the life of the recovery process and can be protective for communities in the lead up to upcoming disasters.